Okay, so we're working with these pages a lot, but when we interact with the page, nothing visual happens. We don't have any info about collecting the page. So let's change that. Let's make this more interesting. So we can go back to our WB main UI and go back to designer. So I imagine that when we collect the page, I want to display this page on the screen for like a second or something. So we can just grab an image as simple as that and move it to our screen. And I will anchor this to the entire screen, or we can anchor this to the center. I think this will work a little bit better. As for the position, it will be 0 and 0, and the alignment should be 0.5 and 0.5, so it is exactly in the center. Again, before I forget, let's make this a variable, and let's call this page, just like that. And here in appearance brush, we can use, for example, this one page right here, but then we will change this to, so it will dynamically select one of 8 images depending on the image that was displayed on BP page. But you can see this page is a little bit weird, so we need to make sure that size to content is enabled. So this is how the page will be actually displayed in the game. Let's compile. But we need to make sure that this page by default is hidden, so we can't see it when we play the game. And also we can hide it from this view right here. We don't need it anymore. Okay, so let's hop back to the graph where we will create a simple event for this page, so it will just be visible for 2 seconds and that's it. So create custom event, and we'll name this display page, just like that. Let's move it a little bit this way. Okay, so here we will grab this page, which is the variable, and we can set brush. Use this appearance set brush. So this set brush is just this image, as you can see. Okay, so let's connect this display page event to this set brush. And here we need to make brush from texture, as simple as that. So now we can actually select any texture that we want, but we want to select a texture depending on the image that was in the BP page. So let's move them a little bit this way, and we can just use select. So we can click on this display page where we have inputs and we can create one. So this will be our page index that we will grab from BP page, and this will be integer, of course. So now we can connect this here, but we also need to make sure that we have 8 options, so we need to add 6 of them. And here let's just select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So depending on the index, this brush, this texture will be set properly. After setting the correct image, we want to display it. So let's just grab this page, we can duplicate it, and let's just set visibility to not heat testable. So we can't interact with this, it will just be displayed. After displaying the page, we can just do a super subtle delay, like 2 seconds, and then we can duplicate this because we want to hide this page. We don't want it anymore. So let's just make this hidden once again. All right. Super simple function, but now we need to actually call this function somewhere. So let's go back to BP page where we are doing this play sound and destroy actor. Here we can just get a reference to our player because we need a reference to main UI. And from here we can just do display page. This is the event that we've set up before. And as for the index, we can just plug this page index and that should do the job. So let's compile, save, let's see if this actually works. So I have these two pages. They are a little bit too close to the wall. It'll be hard to interact with them. But let's just play from here and let's collect this page. Now you can see this page is displayed for 2 seconds and then it disappears. If you want to, you can also create some animation to make this fade out or fade in, but I think this looks just fine. And here's one more thing we can do in BP page. Remember this branch? We are just checking if we still have some pages to collect or we've collected every single one of them. Let's just move this destroy actor and display page a little bit further because we can add one thing here. When we make sure that this is not equal to 0, which means that we still have some pages to collect, we can just get play reference and do display objective. The same thing we're doing by pressing tab. We can just call this display objective from here, so every time we collect a page, this pages found will appear. So we don't need to press tab. If we collect a page, it'll display the text, but if we collect every page, this text will not be displayed because we will do something else. Okay, everything's working really nice.